Hey riders, we are back for another Team GRC Sunday short race. Take a look at the map on screen here. Where are we? We're in Mallorca. What are we doing today? An old classic, something that many of us have ridden, multiple times. We did this race back in December, and so this was looked at as, hey, how much have we improved since the last time? How can you ride it differently? So I was messing around here. Bashak pointed out to me I could probably use the riders feature to keep track of riders a little bit better as they're blasting out huge watts, so I can kind of cover everyone. I also stumbled into the map here in this section under settings, and lo and behold, we have El Tomi here, 56. So this is one of your contenders right here we're sitting on right now. A lot of big hitters in this one. I think we got a huge turnout today. I am registered for the race. I will not be racing it. Post mouth surgery, whatever you want to call it. Struggling to come back. I did ride 2 days after. Sorry, I rode twice. 4 and 5 days after my bone graft in my mouth. And yeah, I'm not sure, but that might have set me back a bit more. I don't know. With that secondary infection. But anyways, I'm going to get back to riding this week, do my thing. Obviously I'm down on condition right now. So we're in Mallorca, Cap de Formentor, 11 kilometers, 253 meters of climbing. We've got 3 minutes to go. Let's take a little bit. Oh yeah, so anyways, taking a look at the map here. Look how high res this map is. This is a pretty detailed map. This is what I want to see in map mode when I'm covering the races. That would be spectacular. You can see here, this is pretty good quality stuff. I mean, maybe it's because we're zoomed out so much and then we're just losing resolution as we jump in. It's a possibility. Let's take a look at the course. Okay, so you can see, let's say a good 30% of the course, maybe 40%, is this flat, false flatty stuff at the beginning here. Looks like maybe about a kilometer in, you're already going to be hitting your first kick. For those watching and not sure what I'm doing right now, take a look at the bottom of the screen where my mouse pointer is. You can see here I'm circling it. Here's our first little kick. Now remember too, new drafting algorithm, it's really changed things up. People will be able to hang on harder to your wheel. Hang on better to your wheel is what I meant to say there. Yeah, if people can suck your wheel, you better learn how to drop them. And I've seen it going on in races already. I covered a race, the Muckers Championship race on Thursday, and basically pan flat. 46 and a bit kilometers long, with I think 135 meters of climbing. The race blew apart when Gilles Matteo made an attack on a little tiny bump. Basically, it wasn't a hill, it was a bridge. Where you climb, I mean, it's a big bridge, so some of these ramps can be kind of long. I think it got up to 5%. There was a group of 23 at the front, smashed it apart. That's where you need to attack now. These little kickers now are going to become way more important. Anyways, oh my, we're starting already. Sorry folks, I'm not sure what I missed here. Yep, okay, so just me yammering on, folks. Sorry about that. What we're going to do here is jump to riders, and we can see, take a look at the watts being put out at the front here. And thanks to Bashak for pointing out that, like he said, he goes, hey Colin, he was checking up on me last night. I've been pretty sleepy and tired the last few days. So thanks for checking in, Bashak. And he says, how come I've never seen you use this? So you can see the kind of power that's being put out here. And obviously this isn't showing everyone. Look at Sylvia here, right at the front. Top female contender here, and lo and behold, here's Stephanie as well. Yeah, so in this race right now, let's take a quick peek here. Take a look at this. XYX, Holly 87, Yahoo, Silly Sil, and Stephanie. So we've got 5 women involved here, and they're all... okay, so I don't know XYX. I don't know Yahoo, or Jahoo, or J-A-Hugh. I know the other 3, superstar cyclists. Superstars. So let's just jump out of here for now. We're going to jump out of that. That's how you can watch these things go down. Get right to the front. Well, those ladies were right at the front, so there should be a pretty big group up here. I mean, I've done this quite a few times, and this is going to be really tough here because you can see the climb. The most of the climbing is in the middle part of the course. This false flatty stuff at the beginning, it's so high speed, and people are trying to make a run for it. You're going to just absolutely obliterate yourself. Full annihilation trying to get to the base of that climb. And then it's like, what do I got left? Uchrone 64 here. Let's take a little look through the names. Tuna Tornado. Awesome to see you here, Tuna. Stefan Schmidt, a regular from the Mucker series. Jetro. I saw Jetro just recently. Someone made a comment about him. One of the regulars on the YouTube channel, Inside Cycling World. Don't forget that, folks. Rubu's here. Great job, Rubu. I think Rubu was had some other things planned this morning and possibly was going to make it. Hey, here's a name I haven't seen for a while. Stephen Scotts. I always want to say Stephen Scotts. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Stephen. Stephen. I was Steve. Yo, Steve. Or the Scotsman. Used to ride with us quite a bit a while back. Is back again. Tonda's here, another very strong rider. Good old Hardy's here, GRC member. Yes. Let's see what we got at the front here. So, this climb, we've got Doolittle at the front here. 6 watts per kilo, 65 kilogram rider. Here's a name I've seen so many times, Enrico Pichetti. On ROUVY Friends, I think way back when I did one ride with Enrico, one of his race events, and I just haven't been able to get into any of the rest. European times, it's a struggle for me to get on board, but great to see Enrico here. Enrico runs his own race series, named after a lot of like older pro cyclists, or I don't want to say older, ex-pro cyclists maybe is a better way to put it. Ooh, here's another big hitter. Eduardo's here. Eduardo Armada from GUR. Pinky D. I'm pretty sure I've seen this name before too. A lot of high-level riders here, like Doolittle's an 80, Eduardo's 71, 64, 65. Here's Nelson Snyder, right with Stephanie Briggs, back from injury. Oh, and here's Big Lars K71, huge hitter for Team GRC. I expect to see Lars right at the very front here. Easy top 10 finisher. I'm calling it right now. We're going to back. Ooh, Sane 15. I'm not really sure how you say Sane's name. Sane 15. Another superstar rider right here. Roadrunner 1981. New rider to me. Nice to see you here. Great to have you on board. Mahutch, Miraboy. These names are familiar. Silly Sil right at the front. Hang in there, Sylvia. Just hang in there. I'm expecting the ladies to do some huge destruction on the hill that's coming up. So this is the hard part. You're going to be cranking through here at 4 watts per kilo, 4 to 5 watts a kilo, hanging on in the draft. Have you burned too many matches before the start of that hill? This is such a high speed start. And if you take it easy, the race is over. You have to go 99.9% right off the rip. It's going to be a total ring-a-ding-dong dandy, this one. So let's see what happens when we get to the hill. We're just going to back up. Here's Alex, GRC. New names again, La Pioche, BJM151. I think this is a new rider as well. Here's someone I'm going to keep close on, El Tomi. Pretty sure it's Larry. El Tomi 56 is always kind of a slow starter. Not to say 4 watts a kilo is slow, because he's riding with some great riders here. Steven's here, Paceline G, mountain bikers here, Rubu's right here. But El Tomi 56, you'll see, they were just in 30th. They're going to slowly work their way up the course and end up finishing at the very top. Just watch this go down, folks. We're getting to the hill. Who's at the hill first? So we've got Doolittle at the hill first. 8 watts per kilo up here, attacking the hill. 9% gradient. I know this very well. The last time we rode this in December, I really struggled on this. I just could not maintain my power up here. And I was recording the race too, so trying to see what was going on, map mode and all that kind of good stuff. But I struggled to keep up with most of my teammates here, and good for them. Anyone listening who doesn't know about me, my name's Colin, This is Inside Cycling World. That's my YouTube channel. You like this coverage, get in there, subscribe, share it with your friends. That's the best way you can help me so more people see this awesome coverage. So we will be going up into the tunnel pretty soon. It gets pretty dark in the tunnel, so what I'll do is probably jump away from that because there's really not a lot to see in the tunnel. But up through here, I remember this, for me, this is all 4 watts per kilo plus up through here. If you want to be competitive, that's what you got to be doing. Let's just jump back a bit. We got a group 4. Here's SR71 cruising along. He's got a skeleton back in the skeleton suit. Good to see. Another rider called Me. Whenever I see this, I think of Nintendo. Nintendo Me. You know, you make your own character. We got Granddad Rick just up ahead here. With Roger. Here's Roger. Gitgar 69. Anthony's here as well. Anthony, really strong climber. Riding close to 4 watts per kilo here. I kind of wish I weighed what Anthony weighed. I think I'd be a much better cyclist. Nobby Styles here as well. Nobby, yes, Nobby. I think Nobby is the exact same weight as me. So when I watch his numbers, I'm like, yeah, this is me. This is me right here. Maybe Nobby's slightly lighter than me. Nobby's got to be close to like 88, 89 kilograms. Yeah, he's probably right around 88 kilograms. I'm at 90. So if I'm doing 4 watts a kilo, I'm pushing like 360 watts. I can't do that for very long. Let's get back to the front here. Doolittle still on the front. Pinky D. Let's see, Doolittle would be maybe a 60 kilogram. So you can see what I'm saying. Very dark in the tunnel. So let's just jump to the back. I want to see who's back here. Chris Bowie. We got Cycling Slapshot's broken down. Hey, here's Honest Jack chasing after John. John B. 1982, who did the time trial with us. And here's XYX, one of the ladies' riders. Global Ragnar just up ahead. Wonder how he's feeling on this hill today. He's riding the 1998. I believe this is the giant Onse bike. Team Onse. Not really sure if this is the most ultra lightweight bike to be using, but Ragnar, I'm just going to call him Ragnar. I actually don't know Global Ragnar's name. Is that his name? Is that your first name? He's quite a big lad, let's put it that way. A big beast of a man. So he's really cranking hard up this hill right now. Jump into the back here. See what we got. So here's Andy. Andy must have started late. He's only 500 meters into the course, so he missed his start time here, Andy. Your alarm clock wasn't set for the right time, and you started a bit late. You missed your start time almost like I did. I thought I had 2 or 3 minutes to kill there. Let's get back to the front. Doolittle still at the front, being chased by Pinky D, Eduardo Armada from the Gurr team. They're only 120-something meters back. So at this point in the race, let's just do this, because I think this is useful here. You can see what's going on at the front. Like, look at these power numbers here. Power. And let's take a look at the ladies, because, yeah, big numbers too. Look at Stephanie, over 4 watts per kilo here, 17 kilometers an hour. Sylvia bouncing around 3 plus watts per kilo, 3.5. And there's Holly as well. Holly is a superstar climber. And the 2 new ladies to our events today are both over 3 watts per kilo. So if you think the racing's not competitive on here, you're totally wrong. This is where it's at. So we're just going to jump out of there again. Get back to the racing. So at this point here, you got a little bit of flat. You know, it's 1 to 2%, a little false flatty, with a little tiny downhill coming up actually before you kick again. The next kick's not as bad, but at this point you're pretty beat up. And the next kick is going to be, if you look over here on the screen, that's the kick I'm talking about right there. They're going to take this bend. I think they take the bend here. They're going to swing to the left again and go downhill and then come climbing up this stuff on the right. You can actually see the road right there. There's the road. Let's map that up for you. Check that out, right? So Doolittle's up ahead here, starting the steeper part of the climb. And Eduardo and Pinky D pursuing, high-speed chase. And the rest are just coming over the top now. They finished the climb. They're on that flat stuff in between. Okay. Let's get back here, find some people I know. Here's Dez, cruising along, chasing after a new rider here, JP Ronkin. Let's see, are here with us. Nobi, another new rider. Ta 21. I mean, come on, folks. Like, this is what an awesome turnout for a Sunday. Here's Ragnar again in the tunnel. Sorry, not lost. And Petra P's there, or Peter P. Sorry about that. Thought I saw an A there for a second. EC Norton. So all these riders are in the tunnel. CGF Andel's just coming out right with Nobby Styles. Here's Nobby. Yeah, Nobby's just slightly less weight to me. Good for you, Nobby. You lost a couple pounds. Ah, look at this. One of the ladies riders is right there with some of the men. It's great to see that. That's their territory right here, these lighter climbers. Here's Roger. Looking sharp, Roger. Going to keep moving up the field. Here's Holly. So Holly right now is in 25th position. Going to keep bouncing the field. Silly Sil. Oh, yeah, they're marking each other here. This is going to be a great finish coming up. Jay Margolius. P-Beam, seen this rider as well. Alex is here. GTZR 3000. Ah, here's Bashak. We finally got him. So Bashak is just finishing the flat stuff, and we'll be kicking up again. Here's Larry Tomey again, 56. Remember earlier, 30th place. What do you see now? 14th. Slowly working his way up, just able to maintain those big numbers all the way. Just doesn't start like a rocket. And in some of these races, you're going to have to. Like, it's just the nature of how things have changed. Miraboy, 4 to 5 watts a kilo here. Stephanie Briggs, just up ahead here, pursuing Lars K, Nelson Snyder, and Sonny 15. Like, I mean, these are beasts of riders here. Like, these are some, like, I mean, Nelson, probably one of the biggest names on ROUVY. Some of his exploits, some of the brevet stuff he's done. I think it was just recently Nelson did, wasn't it back in January, I think it was. January? Yeah. So the virtual brevet series, Nelson did the 1,200 kilometer brevet. I think it was over 3 days. I think you have 96 hours to do it, that one. He's already finished it. Done. Pretty incredible. So really appreciate Nelson coming out, smashing some watts here with us. I mean, Nelson shows up, Stephanie shows up, that Enrico's here, Tomy's here, and all the other riders that have been here consistently the whole time. A lot of, I mean, the GRC team, I mean, it is our event. They're always here, and everyone's getting stronger as I get weaker. So Doolittle at the front here again. 8.5 watts per kilo. Okay, moving on. We're going to just jump back a little bit here. Pinky D and Eduardo. Eduardo, superstar cyclist. Pinky D, I don't know a lot about at this point. Looks like one's riding a Cervelo, and I think one's riding a Trek Madone, maybe? Hard to tell from here. I believe, anyways, probably the bikes to pick for this route. It's high speed. Climbing's not too brutal. So it looks like here, Doolittle's already walked away with the race here. So our first real battle is going to be between Pinky D and Eduardo here. Now, there is that last little kick at the end right before the Lighthouse. That's a good place to attack. Right there. Just get a gap right at the very beginning. Don't wait till the end. So they're cruising downhill here. Let's just jump back a little bit. I want to see what everyone's doing back here too. Yevgeny. Yeah, that's Yevgeny. That's how I would say that. And Andy Lloyd. Looks like Andy's just doing a nice little cruisy recovery ride today. I think that's what's going on there. I see Eckers. Eckers is battling his way up the hill. Gio Merlin. Good to see you too. Back up to Dez, Chris Bowie. I'm just going to bounce my way up, folks. We're going to land right back on SR71 John again. Gem City / GRC rider. He's Peter P again. I mistakenly called Petra before. I don't know why. I used to know a Petra. CGF Andel. Lance Legstrong. Okay. So looking at the profile on the ball, we got Doolittle alone. We back up. We got two riders together here, Eduardo and Pinky D. So they're starting the downhill descent now. Let's see how these two play this out. You can see the Lighthouse. That's the finish right up ahead of us there. They should bomb down this hill, getting close to 70k an hour. Who will be the first to attack on the climb? Pinky D, if you see this video, drop a comment who you are. I don't know who you are. So many names in my head right now. I appreciate everyone telling me who they are too. So yeah, this is where you might want to put an attack in right here. Yep, someone's going. Looks like someone's going to go here. They're both cranking it. Look at Eduardo here. 9 watts per kilo on Eduardo here. Kenny Gap, Pinky D. I think it's going down right now, folks. Little 6, 7, 8 meter gap here. Let's go back to Pinky D and see what's going on from his viewpoint. Hard to catch around these corners. So there is a gap. Look at Eduardo holding that power. Over 8 watts per kilo all the way. Just look at the numbers. Pinky's trying to come back though. There's 13 meter gap. 100 meters to go. Eduardo should be able to hold him off here. It's going to be hard to close that 13 meter gap in 40 meters. Yeah, that's how that's going to finish. Eduardo gets second place. Pinky D third place. Here comes Enrico. I got to make an effort to get in some of his races. They're just really bad times for me. 8 watts per kilo up the hill. Great job. Being pursued by Roadrunner. 30 meters back. Roadrunner 1981. Don't know this rider either. I'd love to know some details about you. Stefan Schmidt. Great job here. So those front 5 riders just really distance themselves from the rest of the field. Stefan, I see a lot in the Muckers races. He now has a lead over Lars K, GRC member, and I've seen this name before too, Marius Niziol. Okay, so they're attacking 2 on that little bit of an uphill I was talking about, and it looks like they're going to close the distance on Stefan here. They might be carrying a bit more momentum. Yeah, here they come now. They might come over the top of Stefan right here on the climb. It's all going off, folks. Lars pushing 7 watts per kilo. Marius chasing. And Nelson Snyder has entered the fray. Here comes Nelson. Nelson is just dropping close to 9 watts per kilo, just holding his momentum all the way up this hill. So Nelson has now jumped ahead of Lars. As you can see here, Lars is, there's a big group here. We got Nelson here, Mahutch, Lars K, Stefan Schmidt, all battling for 6th through 9th place. Maru's finished. Oh, here comes Stephanie. Stephanie's finishing in 11th place. Awesome job. Sane coming in at 12th. Look at the finishing power here. No one's dilly-dallying across the line. No one's tootling along here. Look at Bashak here. 7 watts per kilo all the way up the hill. He knows Miraboy's coming after him, but Bashak holds his position. Nice job. Miraboy climbing 4 to 5 watts a kilo. And El Tomi 56, 15th place. Remember, he was way back in 30th. Moving right up through the field. GTZR finishing 16th place with Jay Margolius. Hardy's there as well. Alex is there as well. Oh my. We've got 4 riders here going for the finish. We got more. Tonda. I've seen Tonda before. Very strong rider as well. P Beams here. This is just insanity, this finish. This is, sorry folks. So hard to see what's going on there. Everyone's smashing watts here at the end. Absolutely crushing it. Back to Jetro. Ooh, look at Sylvia here. Dropping 8 watts per kilo. Oh, with Holly. Our Holly, 87. My favorite ladies rider from the UK. Battling out with Sylvia. Look at this. Finishing side by side, photo finish. Great job, ladies. Okay, trying to back up, folks. Got Rubu here, who wasn't going to race. Excellent finish in 25th spot. Paceline G. I mean, look at these finishes here. This is like such a tremendous effort. 6, 7 watts per kilo at the very finish. Smashing yourself against this wall. Grandad Rick as well. All super strong finishes. I mean, look at the numbers. 4 to 5 watts a kilo at the end here. Trigger 84. Seen this rider a lot recently too. With Mountain Biker. Mountain Biker's going to put some nice spin in here at the end, I can just tell. Used to spinning those like tiny little gears up the sides of mountains. Great job. Stevens here. Again, strong finishes. I mean, this is where I'd be finishing right here. Got Roger coming in, right with Kraken. Kraken enjoys a nice false flat on occasion. This is still in, we have a running joke. This is false flat territory here at 6%. Because I call everything a false flat. Anthony finishing strong here too. Look at this. 4.5 watts per kilo. Just a huge group coming in here. Almost impossible for me to follow one rider here at this point. We're going to stick on Anthony. Look at this. 3, 4 other riders finishing right with him. Jumping back to Lance, leg strong. In 38th place. Looks like they'll finish alone. Yep. Jahu is running out of room to catch him. Great job here by Jahu. I don't know who this ladies rider is, but I'd love to know more. Anyone that knows, just drop a comment. I try to remember all this stuff and lock it into the vault. Nobby Styles dropping watts, coming up behind quickly. Looks like it's going for a top 40 position here. Can he get past her? Gitgar's here as well. Gitgar gets 39th. Nobby Styles is 40th. Jahu is going to come in 41st. New rider to me, BJM 151. Great job here. Looks like a lighter weight climber. Arluzar coming up. This rider is very strong. Seen this rider a lot. I think at the Muckers races. 5 to 6 watts a kilo at the end, up to 6% grade. CJF Andel looking nice too. Great rides. And I mean, I gotta say right now too, just following CJF Andel over the last little while, I think they've really gotten stronger as a cyclist. I'd love to know more. I'd love to know from CJF Andel, whoever you are, how much you've improved this season riding on ROUVY inside. Because, yeah, this looks like a really good ride. Oh, here's Ragnar. Ragnar's finishing. He went on the retro bike today. Just absolutely killing it. 5 watts a kilo up to finish. Love it. And John is just finishing right behind him, SR71. Jeff is here as well. Everyone's right here. Here comes me. David, 1951. Excellent ride here. Cruising along with E.C. Norton. And if I say cruising, that doesn't mean you're just like lollygagging. It means you're cruising. If I say cruisy, that means you're lollygagging. Okay, so yeah, let's check this out. David 1951 pushing 5 watts per kilo at the finish here. Excellent finish. Distancing E.C. Norton. We've got Roger G coming in. Now, Roger showed up, I think, last weekend at the race too. And then we're going to pop back 100 meters here to Peter. Another 52 meter to, how do I say this name? Miltiades? Miltiades. Okay. So these riders are all going to finish in 51st for Roger, 52nd for Peter, 53rd for, let's just say, Milty. And let's drop back to one of the ladies riders. XYX is a name I've never seen before. Looks like a pretty good cyclist to me, though. Digging in here hard at the end. Which bike is she on here? I can't even tell. Nice color scheme, though. Honest Jack is chasing hard here. Oh, sorry, folks. I thought he was right behind her there, but yeah, he's leading the next pack in. He's with John. I think John B. I think it's John Berkey, I believe, out of the UK. Honest Jack is from Ontario in Canada. Some of these riders that I know pretty well now. And a lot of stuff, folks, I try to recall it on the fly. It's in one ear, out the other. Then I'll pick it up after the race. I'm like, oh yeah, they told me that. Shout out to Lyndon65, who's been riding with us a little bit lately. I thought he was Canadian last week. Left me a nice comment. He's from a place called Atherton, outside of Manchester in the UK. And I'm positive Roger told me that, but you got to realize I'm trying to memorize a lot of names here. I don't have like a roster of names. I probably should. In fact, I'm going to make one. I'm going to make myself a roster of all the names, where all the people are from, ages, powers, things like that. What teams you ride for. That's going to be pretty easy to do. Cycling slapshot. Let's watch this. Let's watch John and Jack go to war here up the wall at the end. So this is the 6% segment. John and Jack, side by side. Both members in the Discord. Jack, I wonder how long Jack's been running. I wonder if it's been like a lifetime for Jack of riding. He's a very strong cyclist. Yeah, able to pretty much keep up with anyone. I mean, this is some tough finishing here, right? So John's just got a little bit of a gap on him. just 14, 15 meters. But look at Jack still maintaining, you know, high 2 to low 3 watts per kilo here at the finish. I'd be pretty happy with this today. Like, I'd be really happy with this. Because, you know, you've destroyed yourself in the middle part, and then all you've got is this, like, rolly, false, flatty part near the end before you start the final climb to try to recover. But that's what these Sunday short races are all about. It's not meant to be a cruisy, long event. It's supposed to be a 20 to 25 minute smash yourself. Just do that once a week, and then, because if you don't do it when it comes time to do it, you may not have the ability. So Cycling Slapshot, new cyclist to me in our events. Just getting ready to start the climb, riding solo. Decided to go solo today. Dropping back 800 meters, we have Matuz, riding solo as well. Then we're going to go back to Nobi. Just doing some of the flatter stuff here. Ta 21. Well, these two are kind of close together, right here. So we're like on this big peninsula sticking out towards the Lighthouse. Jumping, here's Chris Bowie. Back to Geo Merlin. So where is Geo? Geo Merlin, on the descent now. The descent before the little rollers, and then the final climb. Okay, gotcha. Nice job. JP Ronkin. Dez is just getting... Dez has crested the top of, like, the main climb. The double kick climb. And, okay. I'm glad I'm coming back here. His name's Airhorn Fernov, 93. Just finishing up the climb as well. The major part of the climb. And Eckers is coming up as well. Eckers is right with Fernov, with Airhorn, I should say. And then we got Yevgeny and Andy Lloyd. Andy's still in the heart of the climb. Andy looks like he's just he's not going full out race pace, obviously. Just joining us in our GRC Sunday short race, which we really appreciate Andy showing up and helping us out here, get our numbers up. I mean, this is really good. We're going to have 68 riders finish today. Unless Andy decides to jump off and grab a coffee or something, and maybe a beer. Maybe he's ready for a beer. It's afternoon in the UK already. Early in the morning for me here. Okay, let's get back to the front here. Watch some finishes. Machus just finished. We will next have... We got these two riders together here. Look at this. We got Nobi, 3 watts per kilo, lightweight climber. We got Ta 21, a little bit of a heavier climber. Probably more close to my weight. 85 kilograms maybe, I'm going to guess. Being pursued by a lighter weight rider. So, how's this going to play out, folks? Looks like Ta 21 might have enough gap to hold them off. But look at this. They can see each other now. And Nobi's not messing around. Nobi's coming in at 3 watts per kilo. Closing the gap. It was 23 meters just seconds ago. We're down to 14 meters. 13 meters. Running out of space, though. There's only 80... Nobi has to attack now to get around him. Has to attack now. Ta's trying to respond. Ta's pushing 3 watts a kilo. Holding him at bay. Yes, great job by both of you. That was for 59th and 60th place. People are battling all the way to the finish. Chris Bowie coming in. Again, Chris decided to do a solo ride today. Probably not what he had planned, but got kind of strung out between different groups and packs, and that happens. Geo Merlin. Hey, Geo, why is your name Geo Merlin? I'd like to know that. You know, I do have a geology degree, and I guess I'm an ex-geologist now. That's weird to say. Once a geologist, always a geologist, right? So we're going to go with that. JP Ronkin coming in. Okay. Yep, Andy's in the tunnel. Yevgeny. Yeah, what a great finish here. I'm hoping Andy finishes. Looks like he started really, really late. Like I said, Andy overslept today, or I think he was out mowing the back lawn. And apparently it's summer there, although it's fall summer in the UK, right? There's never a real summer there. 3 days of sun per year. So So I believe Andy will finish. I think what I'm going to do here today, folks, is I'm going to go all the way down to 67th place. And, well, maybe I'll just let it keep running in the background. I'll just jump right back in. Not very good at talking right now. The more I talk, the more my cheek rubs against all those sutures. And it's quite annoying. So we're just going to watch these finishers here. Geo Merlin coming up to the finish. So yeah, Geo, drop a comment either here or in the Discord, because I know you're in there. What's the deal with your name? I'd like to know. So Geo Merlin's going to finish in 62nd. And great finish here too. Great numbers. I'm liking this. Like, not backing off. Who's Geo racing right now? No one but himself. Like, I'm seeing the numbers are like, 2.5, 3, kicking up to 5 watts per kilo in places. Yeah, just a nice strong finish. Like, just definitely not going cruisy to the finish. Trying to get it done. Yep, great job. JP Ronkin doing the last little bit of the bomb down the hill, building up some speed here. Yeah, nice. Nice job. Just saw some 6 watt per kilo stuff there. You might as well attack a little bit and use the momentum to get you up the hill. Yep, excellent finish here too. And check this out. JP Ronkin is only a level 2 rider. I love seeing this. This happened once before with that Phil Dorney character, who I've never figured out. I've never seen him again since. He joined us, and I watched him become a level 2 rider in our race. Meaning, it was probably his first race ever. It could have been his first ride ever. I still don't know the story behind that. I'd love to. I'm going to say the same for JP Ronkin. I know some of you watch this very closely, but I mean, this guy is level 2 in this event for this kind of effort. They probably leveled up during this ride, meaning they started this ride as a level 1. Very good chance this is probably for sure their first ever race on ROUVY, and there's also even a lesser chance this could be their very first ever effort on ROUVY, because they would have leveled up somewhere in here. I think we figured out it's like 15 minutes of riding to go from level 1 to level 2. Well, they've been riding now for, take the finish time of 16:44, add another 16 minutes on. The race has been going on for half an hour. Yeah, this could be their very first ride ever. JP Ronkin. Yeah, man, I'm fist pumping you right now. Honestly, I am fist pumping. Okay, yeah, great job. And check this out. Dez is coming up from behind here. 64th place, chasing after JP Ronkin. Great job, Dez. Do you miss the days when you were Didier? I hope not. Look at this. Dez is sprinting for the finish. I love it. Get him, Dez. Dez just gets by him. Oh, and JP reacts at the same time. I'm going to the photo finish for that. I will be going to the photo finish for that. They are both racing each other there. I think JP Ronkin was pretty tired. Hey, we're on Eckers. I think JP Ronkin was probably pretty tired there. Dez saw it, went for it, but JP reacted at the very last second. I think Dez had the momentum to get by, but JP's little last kick might have saved his position. Eckers coming in 65th place. Great job. Pushing 3 watts per kilo. Excellent. We got air horn right behind him for 66th. Then we're going to bounce back to Yevgeny. Just finishing up the climb now. Excellent job. Looks like Evgeny's here is on the Trek Domani. Yep, I love the paint scheme. Reminds me of the 80s. Love it. Andy Lloyd, 68th place. Andy's just finishing up the first part of the climb. Looks like just on a nice recovery ride today. He's got some plan here. He's riding, like a 1.5, 2 watts per kilo ride. So anyway, folks, here's a little look at the map one last time. Just wanted to show that to you. Andy's gotten through the split. He's over the worst of it. So let's hope Andy finishes this up for us today. So we'll have 68 riders finishing a race on ROUVY on a Sunday. That's pretty awesome to me. I wish I could have been there. I would have pushed it to 69. I know a few other people didn't make it. We've all got commitments. So anyways, Colin from Inside Cycling World, please support the channel if you can. Share with your friends. Share with your friends. Share with your friends. I can't keep saying that enough. I'm trying to follow other people's channels, give them some help. Hopefully they do the same for me. It's great to help each other out. So yeah, folks, I'm going to call it quits there. I might just upload this one straight up. No graphics, nothing, so it'll be up sooner so you can enjoy it today. And anyway, we'll catch you again real soon. Thanks for watching.